start of a new month and the start of a new week. Is the 2nd of September 2024. Good evening and welcome to InfoNews at 8 here on Info Online. My name is Augustine Edem Kobby Toussaint, and in the next few minutes, I'll be bringing you the latest stories making headlines on all news platforms in Ghana. Coming up in tonight's bulletin, the Minister for Food and Agriculture, Dr. Brian Achampong, has announced plans to lift the grain export ban by November 2024 following the production challenges in northern Ghana. Also to come in the bulletin, man identified behind the vandalizing of statue of the Big Six at the airport runabout has been apprehended by the Ghana Police Service. We'll bring you up to speed with this development. Later on in the bulletin, the Ghana Water Company Limited has warned that Ghana is on the brink of experiencing severe water crisis due to the high cost of water treatment. In business, there's some good news for drivers as petroleum prices have reduced at the pumps by some 0.50%. You want to stay tuned for the details of these stories and more from the world of entertainment. Now let's settle for the news in details. The Minister for Food and Agriculture, Dr. Brian Achampong, has announced that the government plans to lift the recently imposed ban on grain exports by November 2024. This move is expected to bring relief to stakeholders in the agricultural and trade sectors who have been impacted by the sudden halt in exports due to production challenges in northern Ghana. The export ban, which took effect last week, was a response to alarming reports of reducing grain yields in the northern regions. The shortfalls were caused by an unusual dry spell that severely affected crop production, raising concerns about food security and the possibility of rising grain prices. The government's decision to implement the export ban was aimed at securing the nation's food supply, ensuring that domestic needs were prioritized before allowing any grain to be sent abroad. This measure was seen as a necessary step to prevent potential shortages and stabilize the market. During an interaction with journalists, Dr. Achampong expressed confidence that the current challenges would be addressed by November 2024, paving the way for the government to lift the restriction on grain exports. He emphasized the importance of closely monitoring the situation to make informed decisions. Dr. Achampong also assured the public that the government is keeping a close watch on weather patterns and agricultural outputs in affected regions. He noted that these factors will play a crucial role in determining the timeline for lifting the export ban. Away from food, a man identified as Noel Gavu has been taken into police custody for vandalizing the statue of the Big Six at the Kotoka International Airport runabout in Accra. The incident occurred around 3 a.m. on Saturday, August 31st, 2024. According to eyewitnesses, the suspect destroyed parts of the monument and scattered broken pieces around the area, exposing iron rods. Additionally, several signposts in the vicinity were also damaged. The motive behind the suspect's action is currently unknown. However, the Ghana Police Service has confirmed the arrest and stated that Gavu will face the due processes of the law. The police are investigating the incident and have assured that appropriate actions will be taken against the suspect. And trust InfoNews to bring you up to date with this particular development in our subsequent bullets. Away from that, let's do some age-old canker and talk about galamsey, as Ghana may soon face a severe water crisis if urgent measures are not taken to address the increasing inefficiencies in water treatment. This is according to Dr. Clifford Brima, Managing Director of the Ghana Water Company Limited. Speaking in an interview, Dr. Brima expressed deep concern over the high volumes of water loss during the treatment process, which he says has far exceeded acceptable limits. Dr. Braham explained that the ideal water loss in treatment plants should be around 5%, but currently losses range between 35 and 50%, a situation he described as very harmful to our health. He added that the plant is at high risk, which means that the water may be unharmful to the body when taken in. He warned that if nothing changes, the country could reach a point where it will no longer have access to safe drinking water. He therefore urges Ghanaians to take the situation seriously and work to prevent further pollution, which could lead to levels that the treatment system cannot handle. Still on health, the Food and Drugs Authority (FDA) has issued a stern warning to consumers of palm oil, popularly called red oil. This comes on the back of reports of contamination of the oil with some harmful chemicals, notably the carcinogenic Sudan 4 dye. Despite the FDA's efforts, the dye has been detected in some palm oil products on the market, posing a serious health risk to consumers. The FDA is therefore urging the general public to be cautious and on high alert. Now let's turn our focus to politics, because the leader of the new force, Nana Kwame Bediako, popularly known as Cheddar, has announced plans to create 8 million jobs over the next decade if elected as president. The plan, unveiled in Accra on Sunday while launching the New Force Movement's 12 Pillars for Economic Revolution, aims to reduce unemployment and boost economic growth across the nation. Cheddar's strategy focuses on key sectors such as industries, mineral resources, and agriculture. According to him, the plan involves investing in all 16 regions to tap into their natural resources. It also includes setting up facilities to process and add value to agricultural products. The initiative promises to bring significant economic growth and development to the nation, providing opportunities for millions of citizens. The New Force Movement's 12 Pillars for Economic Revolution are expected to drive this transformative agenda. Now, ahead of the 2024 general elections, the incumbent New Patriotic Party's Member of Parliament for the Suhum constituency in the Eastern Region, Kwejo Asante, has officially declared his intention to contest as an independent candidate in the December 7 general elections. This decision follows his loss in the MPP parliamentary primary in January 2024 to Frank Esiedu Bekoe, also known as Protozwa, who secured 496 votes compared to Asante's 320. Despite the defeat, Asante's supporters have been advocating for him to run as an independent candidate, believing that he is the preferred choice for many in the constituency. Taking inspiration from his supporters and a large turnout at the recent health walk in Suhum, Asante has committed to contesting independently in the upcoming elections. That's some interesting business. Some marketing firms have started reducing prices of petroleum products at the pumps from today, September 2nd, 2024. Market leader Goil is selling a litre of petrol at 14 cedis 14 pesos. This represents a 6 pesos drop per litre and 0.42% points reduction per litre of petrol. Diesel is also selling for 14 cedis 70 pesos from its old price of 14 cedis 90 pesos. This represents 20% drop in prices and 1.34 percentage points reduction per litre of diesel. The second biggest oil marketing firm, based on half-year industry data, Star Oil, has also reduced prices of its petroleum products. The company reduced the price of petrol per litre by some 0.73 percentage points, going for 13 cedi 65 pesos. This represents 10 pesos reduction from the previous price Star Oil was selling on the market. Diesel, on the other hand, is also going for 13 cedis 85 pesos per litre from its old price of 14 cedis 2 pesos. Market watchers are linking the reduction in prices to the slowdown in the cedi's rate of depreciation against the dollar over the past 2 weeks, as well as the continuous drop in prices of crude oil on the international markets. And that's all for business. Up next is entertainment news.
Councillor George Lutrat has sparked a heated debate on marriage laws in Ghana. During an appearance on UTV's United Showbiz on August 31st, 2024, he boldly declared that there is no legalization in Ghana that explicitly prohibits polygamy. While acknowledging cultural and religious considerations, Councillor Lutrat advised individuals seeking multiple spouses to opt for customary marriages, which can accommodate more than 4 partners rather than civil marriages under the ordinance. He emphasized that the law focuses on ensuring proper care for spouses and outlined the Domestic Violence Act rather than restricting the number of marriages in Ghana. Dope Nation recently makes headlines for their touching gesture towards Philippa, a disabled student at Nyakrom SHS. Philippa gained widespread attention after her uplifting performance of the viral Zombizo dance challenge, which captured the hearts of many. Following her moment in the spotlight, Dope Nation stepped in to brighten her world even further. They presented Philippa with an electric wheelchair, educational materials, financial support, and more, showing that their hearts were as big as their talents.
And that's how we draw the curtains on tonight's bulletin. We are most grateful for your company. For more news and updates, log on to our social media pages on Facebook, Instagram, and on X. My name is Augustine Edem Kobby Toussaint. Catch you same time tomorrow. Have a good evening.